Hi everyone, welcome to my video about the Digestive Series in yoga. So you start with lying on the back and lifting your right leg up, and then drop your right leg down to the floor. On the exhalation, inhale, slowly lift the right leg back up again, and then breathe out, drop your right leg back down and bring it back up again. We're going to keep going with this on the right side. Bring the right leg down on the exhalation and bring the right leg back up again. Right leg down and right leg back up. Try to keep your back flat and engaged. Don't let the pelvis tilt. And just a few more, bring the leg up and bring it down. Back up again. If you feel like you need to stop though, feel free to stop. Right leg up. Make sure you keep breathing, if possible, through the nose. Keep the mouth closed. And relax the jaw. And then relax your right leg down onto the floor. Take a few breaths. So we're going to repeat this on the left leg. There's also the option of bending your right knee and doing it with your right foot on the floor, or you can keep your right leg straight out. Lift up the left, have it up at the starting position, and then exhaling, nice and steadily, bring your left leg down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, drop the leg down. Inhale, bring it back up again. So these movements are part of the Pranayama series, and they work the digestive system, in particular the large intestine. So really good for lots of different digestive complaints. If you've got any back issues, then, and if you feel this is a bit uncomfortable or a bit strong, make sure that you bend that opposite leg, and that gives your back more support. Keep breathing as you lift your leg up and dropping it back down again. And then relax and let your body be heavy. Next in the series, double leg lifts. Start on your back and lifting both legs up, and then exhaling and drop your legs down towards the floor. They don't have to hit the floor. Inhale and bring them back up again. It's really important here to keep your back steady and using the stomach muscles, then engaging your upper body, relaxing your shoulders, relax the jaw, and then exhale, slowly lower the legs down towards the floor. Inhale, bring them back up again. And as you do this, try to not let your upper body move too much, so don't let your back arch up off the mat. And keep going, doing as many as you can, up to 10, or if not more than 10. But of course, if you feel like you need to stop before that, please do. And I find it comfortable just to have my hands resting by the side of the body on the mat. So nice long exhalation and a long inhalation. And then last one, bring your legs up and let them come all the way down to the floor and rest. Next are the single leg circles. So lying on your back, bend the left knee, and lift up your right leg to a 90-degree angle, and then start to make circles with your right leg. And also you're welcome to do this with your left leg straight out on the mat if that's easier or if you prefer. So you can make the circle bigger or smaller, just depending on your right hip and how it feels. So breathing out to bring the circle down, breathe in to bring the circle back. And we do roughly 10 in each direction. So stabilize the upper body, stabilize the left side, and move the right leg. And change the direction with the same leg. So right leg then moves in the other direction, and again making the circle a little bit bigger if you want to, or making it smaller. Make sure you keep breathing through the nose, so mouth is closed where possible. This can help to improve circulation of blood and oxygen around the body, so it has loads of benefits. Nice long exhalation and inhalation, and that is with the movement of the leg. Bring your right leg down, take a few breaths. Next we're going to bring the left leg up. You can have the right knee bent or straight, and starting to circle the left leg, keeping the rest of your body stable, exhaling and inhaling as your leg moves. So you shouldn't be tensing up, but try and avoid that feeling of tensing or pushing, straining in this practice. And we're going to do 10 on each leg and 10 in each direction. Change direction now, so left leg moving in the opposite side in the circles. Circling bigger circles, smaller circles, depending on your hip. So when you're doing these practices, you should always listen to your body. If you have any clicks or cracks in your hips, or if the hip just doesn't feel mobile enough, then take a variation, just make the circle a bit smaller. Bring the left leg down onto the floor beside the right and take a few breaths. The next practice is cycling. So beginning on your back, and pull the right knee, bend the right knee in over the chest, and exhale, extend the leg and then bring it back in again. So we're going to do 10 of these in both directions. Again, like in all the other practices, engage in your stomach muscles and your back muscles. Relax your shoulders, relax the jaw, breathing in and out through your nose. Stretch the leg. If you find this too strong, bend the left knee, put the left foot on the floor. Now switch direction, so go the other way with your right leg. Down towards the floor and then pull the knee up. Stretch the leg out along the mat, pull the knee up. Breathe as you move. And then relax the right leg down onto the mat. And we'll do the same on the other side. So bring the left knee in over the chest and then straighten the leg up and bring it down towards the floor. 10 in this direction. Inhale and exhale as you move your leg, making sure your back feels good. If it doesn't, try bending the right knee, put the right foot onto the mat. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw, and then breathing in and out through your nose. And change direction then, so cycle your leg in the opposite direction. The leg goes down towards the floor and then up and in. I'm doing 10 of these as well. And bring your left leg down beside the right, take in a few breaths. Next we're going to do single knee lifts. So lying on the back, bringing in the right knee over the chest, put your two hands around the right knee. So you can keep your head on the floor the whole time, and so you don't need to lift your head up, but if you want to, bring your head up off the floor towards the knee and then lower it back down. And then we're going to release the right leg and switch to the left. So put both hands on top of the left knee. You can also put your hands behind the left knee if you want. And optional to bring your head up off the floor. So as you lift up, you're squeezing all the abdominal area. And we'll switch back to the right side. Stretch out your left leg and then bring your head up off the floor, pull the knee in towards the chest. Left knee again, so pull it in. You can also put your right foot on the floor, bend the right knee, head up if you want, or just keep your head down and then lie back down. Onto the right side again, hands onto the knee and lift the head up off the floor and the shoulders if possible. Squeeze in the abdominal muscles, left side. Holding the left knee in, lift the head up, stretch the leg along the floor. And then we're just going to bring both knees in over the chest. Keep both knees in over the chest. So double knee lifts, pull them in, and you can put your hands on top of or behind and then lift your head up towards the knees. And again, you can do this with your head on the floor if you prefer and not lift up. If you want to though, lift the head up again, squeezing and inhaling, coming back down. And then last one, bring the head up, pull the knees in and then lie back down onto your back. Put the feet down on the floor. For our first twist, we're going to have the feet on the floor with the knees bent. And then place in the hands behind the head. Elbows out to the side. And also if you find that too tight on your shoulders, you can find a different position, maybe cactus arms or arms out. So choose in your position and then drop the two knees over to the right side. Keep your both shoulders on the mat and you don't need to look to the side, just looking straight up. And we're going to hold this for a little while. So this is going to help our digestion. Gentle twist, just a gentle sustained twist, which will help with abdominal muscles and works right into the deeper tissue of the belly. Trying to do some nice abdominal breathing as well through the nose. So keep your mouth closed and abdominal breathing. Not too deep on the inhalation and a longer, more relaxed exhale. It doesn't matter if your knees go to the floor or not. So there's no need to be pushing your knees over to one side or anything. Gently let them drop across. And rest. Bring your knees back to the center and go on over to the opposite side. So to the left, drop your knees across. Again, it doesn't matter if your knees reach the floor or not. Have one knee on top of the other knee, one foot on top of the other. and keeping the two shoulders pressed down. So you might need to make a little adjustment or two so that you're comfortable. Deep abdominal breathing. So we're going to try and just relax the muscles of the belly, especially internal muscles. And this can lead to, if they're tight, and it can be a stress response, and then this can lead to digestive problems. So you don't have to do anything here, simply be in the posture and rest and breathing through the nose where you can. And then bring your knees back to the center. Our second twist then is the universal spinal twist. So stretching out your left leg and bring your right knee in, and then take your left hand onto the outer part of your right knee and bring it over to the left. So right leg over to the left and stretching out your right arm. As in the last twist, it doesn't really matter about your neck. So neutral position for the neck is fine, looking straight up. And then stretching out with your right arm, right shoulder, gently bringing the left knee or the right knee over to the left. Abdominal breathing, gentle, soft breathing. Some people will find it easy just to bring the knee right over and it goes to the floor, but that's not the object here, so it doesn't matter, and you shouldn't be straining or putting pressure on yourself to do that. Try to have your mouth closed and breathing through the nostrils. We'll bring the right leg back, stretch the right leg along the floor. Switching to the opposite side, then you pull in your left knee, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and bring the left leg over to the right hand side. And then stretch your left arm out at the other side of the body just for a little bit of balance. Head in a neutral position. So basically just let your head relax into whatever position you want. And sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to go further, and you really, especially in this type of practice, should just be happy to be in the pose and don't worry about having an end game or a destination with that left knee. It can hover up as long as you're comfortable, as long as your breathing is steady, then that's the main thing to focus on. And then bring your left knee back in again. Hug both knees in over the chest. We're going to do some side to side rolling now. So your knees are in, and then start to rock from one side to the other. And you can stay with this variation if you want, gentle rocking. Or if you want to, if you're able to, you can start to bring your knees over right onto the floor. So roll into the right side and then come back to the center, roll to the left. And then just keep doing that practice. Try and do about 10. But if you find it too strong, then feel free just to do the variation where you don't go quite down to the floor. So you roll to the side and then you roll back. Try to keep your knees pretty stable. Breathing in, breathing out as you roll. And then come back to the center. Moving on then to our second last practice, rolling up and down. So put the hands behind the knees, roll yourself up, and then roll yourself back down again. and do 10 of these. If you find this too hard, then hug the knees in over the chest and make gentle rocking movements forward and backwards. Inhale, exhale as you roll. And then bring your legs down onto the floor. And our final one is the low boat posture. So stretch out fully on the mat, legs together, arms down by the side, palms facing inwards, and then lift up your 2 feet and lift up the head and shoulders. And hold this for a few breaths. So don't have your feet up very high, it's just a couple of inches off the floor. Exhale, relax down. And we're going to do 3 of these. So when you lift up, you feel quite a lot of work going on in the stomach and the abdominal area. Try to keep the legs together. So a second one, legs together, toes pointing up, shoulders up, arms by the side, palms facing inwards. And then relax, come back down again. And our final one, lifting up. Legs, shoulders, look down towards the toes. Don't forget to keep breathing here. That's important. And then exhaling, relax down fully and just come into Shavasana for a few breaths to finish. So thank you for watching and taking part in my Digestive Series video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.